Hello everyone! Maganda kayo. Maganda ako, maganda tayo, at gwapo kayong lahat. Welcome back to my channel, Lessons by T. Cheryl. And sa hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, paki-click nyo lang po yung red icon sa baba na subscribe at paki-click na rin po yung notification bell button. Pag dumaan po ito sa Facebook nyo at doon po kayo nanood sa Facebook nyo, maaring redirect nyo lang po yung panonood nyo sa mismong YouTube. So, i-click nyo lang po yung nasa upper right side corner, yung pinaka-upper right side corner, may tatlong dots doon. Options po yan. I-click nyo po yan. At lalabas yung options na send in messenger, view saved items, copy link, and open in YouTube. So, doon po, i-click nyo po yung open in YouTube para madirekta po kayo sa panonood doon sa YouTube at ma-visit nyo po yung YouTube channel ko na Lessons by T. Cheryl. So, ngayon, pag wala pa po kayong YouTube account, hindi po kayo makapag-subscribe. Gagawa lang po kayo ng gagawa lang po kayo ng inyong account. So, i-press nyo lang po yung katabi ng magnifying glass or search bar. Merong circle doon, yun yung i-press nyo, tapos merong lalabas na account plus. Doon po kayo gagawa ng account, parang gumawa rin kayo ng Facebook account. Tapos, pag nakagawa na kayong account, bumalik po kayo sa channel ko at ayun, pwede na po kayong mag-subscribe. Pwede na po kayong lumabas. Okay, so, I would like to shout out lang yung mga bagong subscribers or yung mga subscribers ko. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, for watching my videos, for clicking like button, and for commenting on my YouTube channel. So, hello to Ire Yumura of Japan, Gino Latayada, Rome Gabion, James ng Bulacan, Madam Leona V, Madam Eileen, at sa lahat po ng mga viewers, and especially po sa mga students, sa mga parents, ug ilabi na sa akong mga friends nga teachers, sa tanang teachers, sa lahat ng teachers, mga friends na ko nga teachers sa Cebu. Hello, thank you sa inyong lahat. Salamat kayo sa padayon og watch ako ang video. Okay, nga nung nag-mention ko about sa mga teachers, parents, and students, kaya nga akong video karon is a continuation in relation siya sa ako ang previous video nga class on TV amidst COVID-19. So, we are all aware, mansad no nga, isang malaking, magtagalog, magbisaya ako ha. Magtatagalog o magbibisaya po ako. Isang malaking usapin ang tungkol sa pagbubukas ng school year 2020-2021. So, before ako magbibitaw ng mga salita, dapat i-remind ko din yung sarili ko na is it true, is it factual, at pag hindi, is it kind? Nakakabuti po ba? So, ayun. Daghang post nga moagi sa ako ang news feed and makabasa ko sa mga comments pod sa ubang mga parents nga daghan jud kaayo ang mga parents dili o yun supak sa pag-abli sa school year 2020-2021. As a parent, naiintindihan ko naman po yung mga concern ninyo na baka makompromiso po yung kalusugan ng mga anak ninyo, na makompromise ang health sa inyong mga anak kung paduon sa eskwelahan. But the thing is, wala man nag-ingon ang Department of Education nga moabli ang school year, meaning ang mga bata mo ato sa school physically, no? Before pa wala man sila nag-declare nga mo physically. They're looking for ways. So, ang nakaproblema sa nato no nga mga Pinoy, kasagaran nato mga Pinoy, kung may problema ipahid lang nato sa uban ang paghatag og solusyon. So, usually maghuwat lang ta kung unsay solusyon nga nahunaunaan sa uban, and then kung dili ta uyon, mo protesta gidayon ta, mo complain dayon ta, aside, instead of muhatag ta og suhestyon, no, nga muhatag ta og kanang mas maayong suhestyon, mangita tag mas maayong solusyon, 'di ba? So mas nindot man siguro magkahiusap ta mga Pinoy pagpangitag solusyon nga ma-improve ang ato ang nasod, dili lang ta magsige complain. And mostly man sa ilahang rason is makahuwat ra ang eskwelahan, makahuwat ra ang edukasyon. Kanus aman, until when man maghuwat ang edukasyon. So, maingon nga, unya nag-COVID-free na, unya nag-safe na jud, as in COVID-free, or nanay vaccine para sa COVID. But the question is, until when? Until when? Kanus aman, we don't know. Wala tay certainty kung kanus mahuman ang COVID-19. We have to brace a new normal. The reality is, wala tay kasiguraduhan kung kanus mahuman ang COVID-19. Kanus magka-vaccine again para sa COVID-19. Wala pa kasiguraduhan, 'di ba? Kita mismo mga parents, di ta kahimog vaccine. Wala tay kahimanan o kaalam sa paghimo og vaccine para sa COVID-19. So, when you say education can wait, makahuwat ang eskwelahan, until kanus makahuwat. Right? We are uncertain. So, we have to brace the new normal. Sa Amerika gani, pinaka-advance na sila nga nasod. Pero nag-case sila in just one day na sila new cases nga. Maabot og 30,000 new cases lang na in just one day maabot og 30,000. How can we make sure kung kano sa man jud mahuwat ang atong edukasyon, 'di ba? Instead of complaining nga dili jud ablihan school year 2020. Instead of complaining, let's create atong praktison sa atong kaugalingon nga magtinabangay ta paghatag og konkretong solusyon, mga alternatives. So sa akong gi-share nga video about sa giunsa diri sa Korea pagbukas sa klase sa 2020-2021. So through distance learning, gigamit ang television sa paghatag og instruction. So before pa man nag-start ang instruction through TV, nag-schedule na ang eskwelahan og pag-distribute sa mga books. So nag-schedule ang eskwelahan each year level, lain nga adlaw moadto sa school para mag-claim sa ilang mga books within 1 month. Yes, within 1 month nag-distribution sa mga books. Gihatagan og schedule ang parents kung kanus pwede mo kuha sa mga books. O katong mga books, mo to siya tawagon na to module, mo to siya ang mga modules nga basihan sa distance learning, instruction through TV. Mo to siya basihan. So, kung unsay naa sa libro, you can check my previous video na dito kung unsay naa sa libro mausad ang gi-flash sa TV, mausad ang klase nga gikuan sa TV. So nganong nag-upload ko ato nga video because I wanted to campaign nga ablihan ipadayon ang edukasyon, pero let's make alternatives, mga mediums of instructions through TV and radio stations. Kay sa ato amang daghan sad ang niingon nga ablihan pero daghan ang dili uyon sa kanang online class. Kay ilang perception sa online class is through gamit og internet, kinahanglan laptop, kinahanglan internet connection, or kinahanglan cellphone, laptop, computer, internet connection. Instead of thinking bitaw nga kanang close-minded ta nga already ay na, let's find solution, diba? So nag-upload ko ato for aiming nga mag-campaign nga mapaabot sa Department of Education nga pwede mo hopefully mo gamit og kanang TV stations, bisan sa Korea, very advanced ang Korea. Most households has internet connection. Pero, dili tanang bata na ay cellphone or matagsaan ang bata o computer. So, that's why, multi-point na ako sa akong video. I-watch lang until the end. So, sa mga points na ako dito. And last night, nakawatch ko sa video about sa meeting ni Secretary Briones sa Department of Education with our President Rodrigo Duterte. So, let's watch this. Kung unsa di ay ang pamaagi sa pagbukas sa school year 2020-2021 sa unsang pamaagi. Let's watch this.
We now call it blended learning because various approaches which are adjusted to the actual situation of the communities will be applied. But these are all, Mr. President, consistent with your preference that we should not be physically sending our children to school until it is safe to do so. What is the so-called blending or learning modalities? Because right now, there is a bill which is filed in Congress on this. One, for those who don't have connections, who don't have interactive facilities, there will be what we describe as printed material, which will be delivered to the homes of the students through the barangays, can be picked up also by their parents at designated places, within coordinated schedules. We'll be working very closely with the barangays and the local governments. And the second approach is now very popular, Mr. President. This is the online learning platform, and we in DepEd, we have what we describe as DepEd Commons. Right now, we already have over 7 million subscribers, wherein lessons, homework, quizzes, tips to learners and to teachers are all in the DepEd Commons and are accessible even to the parents. So we have instances, Mr. President, of parents who are abroad and who are monitoring what is happening to their children. They also go to the DepEd Commons and check on how their children are doing. Now, in cases, Mr. President, where there is no connectivity, and printed materials may not be available immediately, we have the classic long-time approaches which have always been used in education, and this would be television. Those homes which do not necessarily have connectivity and may have television. And the most and the best used approach, of course, is radio-based instruction. Kasi ang television, mga 1950s, 60s, radios have been around since the 1800s when it was first invented. And we know that 2 world wars were won through radio messages and not necessarily computers and so on. So yung printed modules, Mr. President, we have a description of what it entails. And then also, on the matter of online, ito yung popular talaga. It's gaining popularity, online distance learning with already 7 million subscribers. And we assume here that they have access to internet. And one worry is, how about the students and the teachers? Do they have access to laptops? We made a survey, Mr. President, of teachers, more than about 788,000 of them, to find out whether they have laptops or desktops in their homes. More than 80%, nearly 700,000 have laptops or desktops in their homes, because teachers acquire these for various uses. They have family members abroad or friends, etc., etc. So this is a very, very popular mechanism for dispensing education. Now, for those who don't have access to interconnectivity, then we have television. Right now, Mr. President, 15% of television time, this is provided by law, should be dedicated to programs designed for children, So there are already existing educational programs on television stations. What we need to do is to utilize these programs to transmit our curricula. And we are working out how to do this. For example, Mr. President, PCOO is volunteering its TV facilities and also IBC 13, which is radio, for the utilization of lessons through radio and television. Radio and television for those who don't have access to a computer. Now, radio-based instruction is quite popular, Mr. President, because right now, municipalities are volunteering. Usually, municipalities have their radio stations. Cities have radio stations. There are local radio stations, and big networks also have radio stations. And many of them have lessons, which yung tawag nyon is schools of the air. Mayroong mga religious groups, they give lessons in agriculture, lessons in whatever sciences over the air, because alam nila not everybody has access to television or to online computers. So ito yung pinaka ancient, pinakamatandang paraan for teaching as an alternative to face-to-face. Now, Mr. President, what we are doing in the regions is, the regions are different from each other. Some regions have many islands, some regions have many mountains, some regions have interconnectivity, and so on and so forth. So what our regions are now doing is to translate our curriculum from curriculum for lecture, the teacher lectures the children for long periods of time. It has to be translated, one, into digital modes sa platforms natin, into television programs, because children have to be taught through in a different way. Iba yung effect ng television programs because their attention span can be very brief as well. And then also converted into radio scripts. So this is where much of the work is now being concentrated. What we are saying, Mr. President, is that we fully and completely support your stand that our children should not be exposed to the dangers of COVID-19 physically, but we are also offering opportunities for them to continue their studies and their learnings. And some people ask, are we prepared? What we are trying to do, Mr. President, are not really new. Hindi naman to bagong invento. Because distance education, many universities have distance education programs. Many local governments have radio stations. We are utilizing existing ways of communication without necessarily requiring our children to go to school. So they can still go to school, they can still study, teachers can monitor them as well as their parents. So ito yung namin, Mr. President, which we would like to share with you, and we seek your approval of our alternative ways of learning, which are already existing right now. And these are being done by many schools, but this time, mas malaki ang emphasis because we are now shifting to less physical, face-to-face classes. But education will continue, Mr. President. Thank you.
I'm impressed with the simplicity of the program, and I believe that all that you have said is really feasible. Radio, walang television, and all of these things. I believe we have a very workable program, and I support you.
Thank you.
And should you require any help from any of the departments, feel free to communicate with them. And with a question of funding, I will so to speak, scrape the bottom of the barrel.
Barrel.
Just to, well, kung wala na tayong pera, edukaran lang ilaglan natin sa edukasyon sa mga bata.
Thank
We'll have to forgo many things along the way because of what happened. But education, I think, if it is compromised, it should be negligible, so that it should go on, because the future of this country depends on how we educate our young people nowadays. I agree with you in this program. I support you. And if there's anything that we can do, DILG and or whatever,
Thank
we
you.
will
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
endeavor to help you.
Thank you.
Okay, as what the Secretary Briones proposed to our President during their conference, nga dunay upat ka pamaagi, gitawag na siya blended learning modalities, upat ka pamaagi sa pagpadayon sa school year 2020-2021. So ang una mao ang printed materials, through books, kumita printed materials, books na siya, mga compiled modules. Ikaduha mo ang online, so katong mga na internet, okay, much better kay maka-access mo sila online. And then question, how about ang uban? Walay online. So number 3, TV, mugamit man makig-coordinate ang mga makog-coordinate sila sa TV stations nga mo on air, i-prioritize ang klase sa TV. Also sa radio stations, as Secretary Briones explained nga, na daghan sa Pilipinas, daghan kayo radio stations, murag almost municipalities na adyoy kaugalingong radio stations. So everything is feasible, and as what President Duterte commented, he was very impressed about the proposal and he fully support that. See, we can find ways. Let's try to find ways. Let's help to improve. Dili ta magpabiya. Moingon ta nga makahuwat ang edukasyon. Guys, ato bang pakatulgon? Parents, ato bang pakatulgon ang ato ang nasod, samtang ang ubang nasod nagpadayon sa ilahang edukasyon? Kita mga tuglang bata, maunsa naman lang ang atong future, diba? We're not certain kung kano sa mahuman ang virus. We are not certain what comes after this COVID-19. Unsa may atong weapon in the future? Unsa may weapon sa atong mga kabataan in the future kung maghuwatog kanus sa uncertainty? So this proposal is very accurate, no, sa ako ang katong gihimo nga video kung giunsa diri sa Korea. And upon watching the conference last night, the video last night, grabe, as in, you know, I feel very relieved. Yes, very relieved. I feel very relieved nga mapadayon gyud ang edukasyon sa Pilipinas. Dili jud ay matulog ang dili gyud pwedeng matulog na lang ang Pilipinas. Magpadayon ta, di ba? Dili sama ra gud na good sa pagkaon. So daghan kita complain, di ba? Yeah. Ang uban walay laptop. Sama ra na ba nga moana mo nga dili ipadayon kay dili ang tanan dili maka-access, dili tanan na-access, pero dili man ta pwede magdamay-damay. Di man ta pwede magdamay-damay nga kung ikaw kanang nga pagkaon, allergic ka na nga pagkaon, dapat tanan di mangaon. Diba mangita tag pakana sila. Kay namas di mas sila allergy ana nga food, or maka-afford man sila ana nga food. ikaw nga dili ka afford, di masad alangan sa imos lang pasmohon kay gusto ka magpasmo. Ikaw mismo kung gutomon ka mangita sa gagpaagi, di ba? Nga makakaon ka. So the same rasa na sa education. Kung di ka mukaog lambay, di ka mukaog lechon, so magsuwa ka asin, magsuwa ka ginamos, pwede. Dili yun ta magpapasmo, di ta magpabiya. Right? So I'm so grateful nga no. Nganong grateful kay ko. Kay upon making that video na ako sa YouTube, after ana kay gusto jud akong i-propose kay daghan naman kog nabasahan nga mga negative response sa pag-abli sa 2020-2021 nga klase. Daghan kay kog nabasahan, mostly mga strong jud nga dili gyud ipadayon. So when I made that video, pag human akong upload ana, ning sud jud ko sa tanan nga pwede na kong sudlan nga pages. So sa DepEd Philippines, search na ko pagbukas ng kuan. Gi-share na ko didto sa comment box, daghan man kay mga comments, negative comments, gi-share na ko sa comment box katong mga nag-comment og mga negative sa pag-abli. Akong gi-replyan ang ilang mga comment through my video nga nag-campaign ko nga unta ipadayon through radio, at least through radio or gamiton ta ng medium of channel of instruction. So I'm grateful for sa mga tao nga ni-share pud ato nga akong video. And actually check this one, okay? As you can see, nag-message ko sa DepEd Philippines about atong akong video, campaigning nga mapadayon ang edukasyon sa Pilipinas and use radio and television because may pinaka feasible, may pinaka accessible sa masa. And it happened, and I'm so grateful to God nga dili matulog ang atong nasod. I'm not claiming nga because of me, because akong pag-campaign, pag-propose nga maong naka-come out sila ana nga proposal. Of course na adyo na sila mga ideas gyud ang DepEd Department of Education. So what's the lesson learned here? First, we should help our nation, help build our nation. Di ta more on complaining. Kung naay problema, di ta more on complaining, but we together as one, we heal as one, together as one, we find solutions. We let our atong paganahon ang atong utok nga unsa kay pamaagi nga, unsay posible nga pamaagi nga masolusyonan ang kini nga problema. Dili kay ato lang ipahid sa mga kagamhanan nga sila lay bahala sila og sulbad ana unya pagkahuman mo reklamo ta. So instead of mo reklamo ta, kung wala man ta kaayon, maguna mo suggest ta kung unsa kahay pwede, diba? Unsa kahay pwede nga paagi. Next one, dili nato pangunahan ang mga tao or ang kadagkuan, dili ato pangunahan nga maon na gyud na ang end. It's not the end of the plan. Always formulating unsay pamaagi. So ikaw, ako, kitang tanan, mga gwapa-gwapo, kitang tanan, ikaw, ako, tayong lahat, Pilipino, tayong lahat, may utak, tayong lahat ay may idea. May idea tayong pwede nating i-share na makabubuti sa ating bansa. So, maura to, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have learned something, and if you have comments, guys, just comment down below. In every videos that I make, I expect comments, and two types of comments, either compliment or criticism. Compliment o pagday, criticism o pagsaway. In every criticism, there's a positive criticism and negative criticism. Positive criticism or the constructive criticism, ning saway morning nagpasabot ani nga kini nga mga points, mga points nga dapat dapat siguro mas maayo siguro nice man ni siya pero mas maayo siguro kung imong gi state nga inaana. So and the negative or destructive criticism kanang sa mo ni siya uy kanang over as in saway ba not aiming para ma-improve but to distract but para gubon or para masakitan ang tao. So choose wisely, guys. What kind of comments are you going to make? So anyway, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my video, and see you again next time. Bye.